Welcome to my Pick 3 at Glance family and new subscribers and new viewers. Thank you for being with me today. Alrighty, what we have is the numbers that are being played for the rest of the year. For the rest of December, these numbers here with the Pick 3 at a Glance, we take 22 numbers and do the 1-1 rundown on those 22 numbers. And with those 22 numbers, we have all 1,000 numbers and their possible combinations. And that way, we don't have to guess what numbers we're playing because we're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. So we always know what number we're playing and why we're playing that number. And that's why I say we're the home and no tic-tac-toes, no date sums, no grids, no flips, and no multiple different rundowns they have out there to try to hit the numbers the next day. Your system's not set up like that. So it's not set up for you to hit the next day. Alrighty. It's set up for you to lose chasing those numbers, trying to hit them the next day and jumping on and off numbers. With Pick 3 at a Glance, you can track down the actual numbers and see how the numbers are rotating and see what columns the numbers are falling off of, all at a glance. Okay, so that's how the Pick 3 at a Glance system works. And here we have the numbers that's left for the rest of the year that's being tracked. These are net numbers, not numbers that we're going to be guessing on, because we know that these are the actual numbers that's left for the rest of the year. We know that these are the actual front pairs. We know that these are actual back pairs. Okay, and we know, most of important, we know why we would be playing these numbers, because we tracked them and we know what numbers we're choosing and how we're going to play them. And if you don't know why you're playing a number, don't play it. And right here, me, this 160, this 076, this 574, and I'll stay specific for Missouri evening draw, but this system works anywhere in the country that they use 1,000 numbers, anywhere in the world, because it's tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. All right? So you got 160, 076, 574. Haven't failed like this in 15 years. Okay? And last year in 2021 on evenings, the six-way combinations that they could come didn't fall either. So I picked these numbers up to put on my daily playlist, and I play these daily, and they're on my bucket list. And they still haven't hit this way yet for 2022, but that's okay. I've hit them pretty good. That's why they circled in red. I hit them pretty good when they did come, because I played this 076. I played it 760. I hit it good. This 574. I played it. It came 457. I hit it good. This 160. It just came last month as 016. I hit it good. That's because I know these numbers going to come like this. And when they do come, I always tell people, more money to be at the bank. But I ain't gonna tell y'all what bank. So, but that's just the way it's going to work. I will. If they roll over to next year, I would be playing these numbers, because we work by the law of average, and they're way overdue. I mean, way overdue. Okay, from my tracking. And I don't know. I guess I was lucky enough to find them, because when they didn't come at all last year, that's how I tracked my numbers. I went back and see what other best six-way combinations was to play them, and this was it. And then notice that it was three of them, that the 160, the 076, and the 574 hadn't failed for 15 years. And my data, that I show you how long I've been tracking this data, and before, I got data all the way back to 2005. That's how I know it's 15 years. So it's more than 15 years now, and we are almost at the end of another year. But I'm looking for them pretty much in this month. I am. But like I say, I ain't disappointed, because I've won pretty good on them. I'll just carry them over. Those will always be my numbers. I guess they're going to have to prove me wrong. I'm going to have to see what's going on, why these numbers ain't came in 15 years. Okay, I got to see what's going on with that. And that lets you know If you've been playing these numbers, you done jumped on and off of them so many times it ain't even funny. I just picked them up last year, but I only picked them up because I was tracking and I know what's going on with the numbers. Okay, all the numbers in red we've hit already. It came out. All right, for the last 2 months. Okay, everything in red. Front pairs, back pairs. Some of them have repeated. This 148 repeated twice. And this 678, I hit it. It repeated twice. I hit it twice. That's what I'm saying. As you tracking your numbers, you will be hitting, as you hit and you build your bucket list of these numbers, you always know where to go back and pick your numbers. You don't have to guess. You don't have to go nowhere because you'll be able to look at your own numbers in your own state. You'll be able to look at the midday and the evening. Midday numbers going to rotate different from evening numbers. Evening numbers going to rotate different from midday numbers. All numbers going to rotate different from state to state. And the only true picture you're going to get of these numbers is tracking them. And if you're an everyday player and you don't have a system like this to actually track the 1,000 numbers, you're doing yourself a real disfavor, because I used to be like that. And ever since I put this system together, it's been a whole new ball game. All right. For the reason being, you got 1,000 numbers. You only got 365 days in a year. All right. You're only going to get a third of those numbers for the whole year. No matter what you do, you got 1,000 numbers. You got 365 days in a year. If you play a different number every day, you're going to still have 635 numbers you just ain't going to hit. You just ain't going to hit them. So logically, you got 22 columns where you can track all those 1,000 numbers, and you can know what numbers are missing and what all the numbers are doing, all at a glance. That's why I call it Pick 3 at a glance. Okay. And here is when I do these numbers toward the end of the year, I see what mirrors on these numbers are left. I don't just play mirror numbers, say, well, if you're a Pick 3 player, you know what I'm talking about. Well, when you play a number, play the mirror. No, I don't play a mirror of no number. Unless I get toward the end of the year, I find out what mirrors haven't played with the numbers. Then I play the mirrors, because the likelihood with the law average, one of them is going to come out. And I'm willing to take them over to the next year if I know they ain't played together. Same here with the doubles. The 233 and the 788, these ain't played all year. The 225 and the 770 haven't played all year. All right. Now, if you want to play something and you're a beginner, don't want to play these 6 50-cent box. That's $3. Or just play 4 of them 50 cents box. They're going to be $2. But play them till they come. That's my motto. Play them till they come. Because what happens with a lot of times, the only reason you don't hit these numbers when you're playing them, because you got off them too soon. Because by the law average, they're going to show up as you tracking the numbers. You're going to find more of you getting off the number too soon rather than the number not showing up. And that's why it's important to track. It's imperative that you track if you're playing Pick 3. Even if you're playing for fun, make this fun. Track those numbers. And then when you see how they're falling out and lining up on those 22 columns, it's going to come to you, okay, these are the best numbers to play. And I do that in my tutorial. I explain that more in my tutorial, but I'm just trying to explain a lot of it now, because if I'm giving you these numbers, these doubles here, left for the rest of the year, and I'm leaving them up. I used to erase them off, but people couldn't see. I didn't think people could see how I was hitting and how the law average works, all right? So what I did, I said I'm going to leave them in red and circle them in red, and as they come out, people can see how we're hitting. All right. So yeah, if you're an everyday player and you're spending money on Pick 3 and you're not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers, this will make it a whole lot better. Help make you a whole lot better player, and you'll sleep better at night because you'll know why you playing your numbers. You won't be going like I used to do. I used to go in books and everywhere else, and everywhere I thought I could get a number, dream, hope to pray, dream a number, look on addresses for pick 3 numbers, car plate, license plate, anywhere, because I didn't know what I was doing. If you're doing all that, be truthful with you, you don't know what you're doing. You're playing for luck. But here, you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. I don't care what state, wherever you at. If they got 1,000 numbers played, this pick 3 at a glance system is made for it. They can't get around you. They can't get around it. And I can explain this system in 30 minutes to anybody. And it's not that complicated to copy 22 numbers, do the 1-1 run down on them, and check them off as they fall. And then I have other ones where I track the front pair, back pair, all at a glance. 4 little sheets that you have, and you can do all this in 10 minutes. Track all the numbers and go about your business and know everything that's going on with the 1,000 numbers. Front pairs and back pairs, single pairs, single numbers. That's it. And you're good to go. If that's what, I make fun out of this. I used to labor at it and was still losing and get frustrated. But now it's fun because I'm tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. I'm not just doing, I used to do the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, the grids, the flips. I've done all of them. I know all of them back and forwards. But they wasn't getting done what I needed done, to be truthful with you. Not knocking nobody. I mean, if it's working for you, it's working for you. But this will, I guarantee you, if you're using tic-tac-toe and date sums or whatever, this will enhance it even better. Let's say it that way. All right? Guarantee you. Ain't no doubt in my mind, because you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. Can't go wrong. So, here in Missouri evening, these the the front pairs that are left to play. And it's only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just hit the 7-0 front pair. 701 that came out. Okay? And I hit the 2-5. These are actual pairs that ain't came out for the whole year. And then you got the 2-4, the 3-8, the 3-2, the 7-7, and the 8-8. Then what you're going to be looking as you're doing this here, you're going to be able to kind of guess where the next numbers are going to drop from. Now, these numbers up here, these are my updates here, right here. I put them in a numerical order, not numerical order, but I put them in an order by pairs. Like you got a 9-0, 9-0, 9-0 here, and this 903 we just hit because it came 930. And I lined them up, and I seen that 3 numbers with the pairs. It was 3 of them that hadn't. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them that hadn't failed with the pair, like the 6-8, 6-8, 6-8. There's 01, 01, 01. There's 1-5, 1-5, 1-5, and the 5-9, 5-9s. I lined them up. But they're the numbers up here that hadn't failed, and I just lined them up. You'll be able to do the same thing. Like I say, make fun out of you. It's easy to do once you start seeing it. And then, and follow me. Follow my channel. And when I hit the bell, subscribe. When I'm going to be going live, first of the year, I got to get that live thing down because this is, there's more to it than looks. This is work, okay? So I don't want to be all messed up when I do go live. I want to make sure I can go live and do it right, okay? So, like here, once you get this, you'll see that you can match the pairs of like the 2-2 front to the 2-2-4. That's why I got the 2-2-4 here. Got the front and the back. Make a number out of that to play because it ain't played all year. And then you got this 2-8-8. I'll match up the 2-8 front, 8-8 back. Make that number. My number is 2-2-8. And then you got the like I said, the double numbers like the 889, the 880, 788, the 888s, and the 288. Play them 50-cent box. You play anything on here, within reason, keep to your budget. 50-cent box to the end of the year and see how you come out. Here, I don't know what states, but I know Missouri, a 50-cent box for a double is $100. Okay? And then for a straight, it's $50 for a 50-cent box. But these here doubles, I'm looking for something because it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12 of them. You can play those 50-cent box. Okay? And then triples. These are triples I got left. The threes hit. By me tracking, I knew that 3-3 and 8-8 pair hadn't failed for I think like 3 months. So I said, okay, since it's been that long since 3-3 and 8-8 pair haven't failed and they mirror each other, then I'll put triple threes and triple eights up. And sure enough, triple threes came out. But I don't play triples too much. I don't invest in triples because triples only got 3 times to come out in a year. Midday or evening in a year time. You get 3 chances on midday or 3 chances on evening. Missouri already, we almost to the end of the year and we've only got 2 triples, and that's the triple threes and the triple nines. Now, and most way I'll play triples, if I track the whole year and no triple that failed by the time it gets to December, then I'll pick up triples to play. And I'll track back and see what is the best triple to play. I ain't never got to guess. And if I can't figure out what's the best triples to play, I might play them all, or I might not play them at all. Play all the triples, or I might not play no triples that year. Okay, or I'll carry them over to look for something for January. All right. But my best months with tracking all year, and I do good throughout the year pretty well, is November, December, and January. They're my cleanup months, you can say. Like I say, you scrub it, get to the end of the barrel when the food is good, end of the plate, and the food is really good. This is the good food, y'all. Right here, the good food. Okay. Missouri evening draw. But you can do this anywhere. Like I said, anywhere I can teach you. And no matter what state you're in, you can do this for yourself. If you're an everyday player, or like I say, it depends on how you play. I'm an everyday player. I'm in the trenches every day. I play every day. And proof of that is on my channel and my community tab. I got my winning tickets up. All right. If you just want to see what I do, or you can call me or email me, momonetary@gmail.com, or call me, 314-260-9801. All right. So these are the number. Okay, here, mirror 2 is 576 and 021. Now, it's 574 is my number. But I know that 576 and its mirror 021 only fell in January of this year. And then it's easy for me in my head to track that because I'm playing the 5-7 front pair and I'm playing the 5-7-4. So if 5-7 anything on the front come, I'll hit for $60. And then I'll take that $60 and reinvest in my 5-7-4 and definitely in this 5-7-6 because I know it ain't hitting almost 10 months. I know that off the top of my head because they ain't hitting January or 11 months. And I'll carry them over to next year. Definitely carry them, and especially that 5-7 front pair, because anything come with 5-7 front, okay. And then my number, but it don't come with the 5-7-4. I'll take that $60 and might play that 5-7-4 20 times straight. Take that little $60, reinvest it right back in my number, and I'll be playing that 5-7-6 along with it also. See, when you win, you always got somewhere to go. You ain't never got to guess another number where you're going to play a number from, get a number from, or go nowhere to get a number because you've been tracking them. And it's easy and simple. 30, you can make the sheets up in an hour, and I can teach you how to play them in 30 minutes. I'm telling you. Okay. You'll have it down pat. Only one rundown to do is the 1-1 rundown. You ain't got to do no 317 rundown. You ain't got to do no 642 rundown. You ain't got to do no 999 rundown. You ain't got to do none of them rundowns. All you got to do is the 1-1 rundown, come up with 1,000 numbers, and check them off. Okay. So these are daily numbers I'm going to post up for the day. All right. But if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, you like what you're hearing, welcome you on board. And I can help make you a much better player with my channel, Pick 3 at a Glance. And if you're one of my subscribers, been a while, you're a new one, I appreciate your support every day. But we're gonna get them, y'all. I got so much faith in this system. And, everybody, if you just we all track them. As long as they don't hook. I know they got this electronic stuff going on. And to be truthful with you, I think Missouri might have had this electronic stuff going on, I know, for the last maybe 7 years, because I was kind of upset when instead of doing the actual balls, they did the electronic thing. But I haven't seen much of a difference in the way the numbers are falling. And I've been tracking the actual numbers. And so I'm not too upset about that electronic thing. Only way if they tie the electronics into the actual game machines, then I might have an issue with that. And I don't see where they're doing that at. Because the numbers that I've been playing have pretty much fallen the way they've been falling all time, off the law average. Off the law average they have. So, and if they was playing with them or messing with them, it's only 1,000 numbers, and everybody tracking them, we could catch them easy. So, pick 4, I don't do anything on pick 4. It's a 10,000 to 1. That's like a 3.65% of a chance of catching those. Okay. So, but that's the states, I mean, they got to make their tax money in other ways than just taxing us. So people say this is a tax on the people, but I do all right with it. But yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you for your support, and let's get them, y'all. Like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.